Amazon Brand Registry. How do you register your new brand for your private label products you're about to launch or have launched with Amazon? Getting Amazon Brand Registry is crucial because you'll get access to so many more tools to help you scale your product's sales and your brand. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through all the steps of registering your brand, what you need, when's the best time to register it. I'll walk you through everything. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome back to those of you who are my subscribers. My name is Brian Noonan. I'm a full-time Amazon FBA seller, mentor, and coach. Right here on this YouTube channel, I release monthly videos covering everything Amazon, e-commerce, and personal development. If you enjoy those types of videos, do me a favor right now. Head on down and press subscribe. I can see each and every one of you who take just a minute to press subscribe, and I appreciate each of you. Also, give me a like on this video. It helps support my channel and bring you more helpful videos like this one. My job right here on this channel is to help educate, teach, impact as many lives as possible, sharing and documenting my journey of how I went from a struggling broke drug addict to building and owning multiple six-figure online businesses. Let's jump into it. Okay, first thing, when it comes to a private label and launching your first product, or if you've already launched a product, it's really important that you come up with a good brand name, 1 or 2 words long, that's kind of easy to remember. And so you want to select a brand name that's 1 or 2 words long and that is not already trademarked. So you can do a quick search on trademarkia.com, search there to ensure no other trademarks have been published or registered on your brand name or any portion of your brand name. That will prevent your trademark from going through and being approved by the USPTO. We want to pick a good brand name that's kind of easy for customers to remember. Also, we want to choose a brand name that's sort of relevant to your category, but not too specific to your product. So you wouldn't want to call your, your brand the same name as your product, because now you're limited to only launching those types of products under your brand. So choose a brand name you could potentially use selling in multiple different categories, okay? So we're going to choose a good brand name. You can use a brand name generator tool or AI to help you come up with different brand names around your product category or idea for your brand. Then we're going to check trademarkia.com to make sure no one else has already trademarked that brand or any portion version of that. So we'll make sure the trademark goes through. Then you're going to head to GoDaddy.com and you're going to buy the domain. Usually it's less than $10 to buy the domain. Go ahead and buy that domain. Even if you don't plan on setting up your own website for your brand now, down the road you possibly will want to set up your own Shopify store and sell on your own website. So buying the domain from GoDaddy, just go ahead and secure that. It's usually like $2 or less, so it's not too expensive. So you've chosen a good brand name that makes sense. It's kind of easy for customers to remember. You can launch multiple products under this brand name. Next step, you've checked trademarkia.com to make sure no other trademarks have been published or registered on your brand name. And then 3, you've checked that the domain is available and you go ahead and purchase that. If you come across any issues like the trademark has not been filed on, never in the past has your trademark been filed on your brand, but the domain is not available, I'd still consider that brand name as a possibility. What you may need to do is for your domain is possibly do your brand name store.com or shopyourbrandname.com, something like that. All right, so now that you've chosen a good brand name, you're going to want to get a logo done. So I recommend Fiverr. I've got a Fiverr designer down below, Art Trends, who does all of my professional logos for my products. He's really reasonably priced. I think he's only about $30 to make you 3 professional logos and provide all the source files you'll need for the next step, which is ordering samples. Okay, so once you've found a potential product, it's time to order samples from your suppliers. Usually I'll order 2, 3, or 4 different samples from different suppliers. When it comes time to order those samples, guys, you're gonna wanna make sure that you send the supplier your logo, and they're going to need to either print, engrave, etch, silk screen, heat transfer, however the supplier, whatever method of logo printing the supplier has, we need to ask them to go ahead and print your logo for your new brand on your product. This does not require a trademark. This does not require brand registry. All you're simply doing is coming up with a brand name, checking that it's not already trademarked by anyone else, and then getting a logo done and sending this to your supplier. And then you're gonna have the supplier print this logo on your products, okay, on your samples. Now, let's say you're ordering 3 samples and only 1 supplier agrees to print your logo on the sample. The other 2 say they cannot. That's okay. You just need 1 for the next step, which is going to be to get Amazon brand approval. Once you've ordered samples and they've arrived to your house and you have that one sample or however many samples, whatever sample you want to use, it doesn't have to be the final version of your product, but as close to the final version as you're going to sell, and it's got your logo on the product. Go ahead and take a few pictures just of your product right here on the desk. One kind of zoomed out that shows all four corners of your product with logo, and then maybe one a little bit closer up that shows the logo in detail. Just 2 pictures is all you need for the next step we're going to go over, which is brand approval. Okay, when it comes time to create your listing, when do you actually create your listing? I've got several other videos here on my channel that go over creating your product listing, what you'll need, what time is best to do that. But you first need to get Amazon brand approval. This is different than brand registry, which requires a pending or issued trademark. Brand approval is just sending Amazon pictures of that product sample with logo. That's all that is, okay? So once you have that sample at your house, on your desk, you're gonna take a couple photos. You're gonna go into create the listing. You're gonna go to catalog, add products, upload product listing, new listing, or upload the new product via blank form. And then in the brand name box, you're gonna type in your exact brand name, capitalize the first letter, and then down below, go ahead and check product does not have an external product ID. So we're gonna take care of brand approval and GTIN exemption at the same time. After you've entered the item name, which is your title, we're creating a listing. After you've entered your item name, a draft title, you've entered your brand name in the brand name box, and you've checked does not have a product external ID, you should see a pop-up error that comes up on the right or at the bottom of the screen. You're gonna click there. It's gonna be apply for brand approval. Amazon has made it pretty simple these days to get brand approval. You're just gonna click on there, and then all you're gonna do is check these 5 boxes on the right here. Enter your website if you have one set up. This is an optional step. If you don't have your own website set up, just leave it blank. And then most important is down below in the attachments, you're gonna upload 2 photos, those 2 photos of your sample you just took with your logo on the product. You're gonna upload those 2 photos there and click submit. Within 24 to 48 hours, sometime even sooner, Amazon will email you back and let you know your brand adheres to our brand name policy and you've been approved, your brand name has been approved. Now guys, you're gonna be able to go back and create your listing and successfully enter your brand name in the brand name box. And also, since you selected GTIN exemption, you will not have to buy any UPC barcodes, okay? That's the brand approval process, just submitting some photos of your sample with logo to Amazon. Now, some important notes here, no stickers will work. No stickers will work. If you have the logo on the packaging, that's good. You definitely want to do that for your big order of 500 to 1,000 units or however many your big order is. Most of the time, suppliers, when you're ordering just one sample, are not going to be able to do one custom box with your logo on it. If they can, great. But we really, for this step, brand approval, just need your logo on the product sample, okay? For the bulk order, though, of the 300 to 1,000 units, make sure the supplier is putting your logo on the product and on the packaging, because you're going to need that for the next step. All right, guys, the next step is the most important for getting brand registry. We've already got brand approval and the GTIN exemption. And let's say you've created your listing, because you'll need the ASIN as well. You just need 3 things, guys, up next to get approved for Amazon brand registry. Here are the 3 things you're going to need. The first thing you're going to need is pictures of your product and packaging with logo. Okay, you should already have that from doing brand approval. If you don't have the one with your packaging on it, you could ask your supplier to send you a picture of a final product once they have one ready. That way you can do this step here of getting brand registry. Then the most important is the trademark, guys. How do you do the trademark? So it's really important that we trademark your brand name. What this does is prevents any other seller on Amazon from using your brand name on their products, and no other seller is going to be able to sell a product with your brand name on it that once the trademark is issued legally without facing repercussions. All right, so where do you file the trademark? I recommend trademarkia.com or LegalZoom. Trademarkia.com is what I've used in the past to file multiple brand names, trademarks on my brand names, and it's roughly $800 to $1,000 once you pay for the filing fees, the government fees, and then the Trademarkia fees. So roughly $800, and it's going to take roughly 8 to 13 months for your trademark to be published through the USPTO. But within about 1 week of paying the attorney at trademarkia.com to file your trademark, the attorney should be able to send you the pending serial number for your trademark with the USPTO. This pending serial number for your trademark is all you need to get brand registry. So you've got pictures of your product and packaging with logo. Number 2, from the attorney at Trademarkia, you've got your serial number of your pending trademark. And then the final one is just your ASIN, guys. These are the only 3 things you should need to enter to get brand registry. Sometimes Amazon will ask for an invoice. If this is the case, what you want to do is actually create an invoice with your brand logo at the top of it. You can start by downloading your Alibaba Trade Assurance order invoice that you have from your order of from your supplier. But I do recommend removing all of the supplier's information from the top. So when you're doing private label, launching your own products under your own brand, you are essentially the manufacturer. Yes, you're buying the products from China or India from a manufacturer, but these manufacturers are making your own products for you under your own brand. So you essentially become the manufacturer. So make sure if Amazon does ask in the registration process or application process for brand registry, if they do ask for an invoice, you can download the Alibaba invoice, but just make sure you remove all of the supplier's information from the top, the name of the supplier, the Chinese name, and also do the address. Get rid of the address and just have your brand logo at the top and then your company address there. Okay, so this is only, guys, about 50% of the time Amazon will ask for this invoice. If they do, make sure you submit an invoice with just your brand name and a company info on it, not the suppliers, all right? But not always will Amazon ask for that. These are going to be the only steps you guys need in order to get brand registry. Within about 1 week after applying, you should get the approval from Amazon saying, congratulations, you've been approved for brand registry, and now you get access to all these amazing tools, which I'll go over here in a minute. Let me back up for a minute. What category or classification type do you register your trademark under? I recommend working with the attorney at Trademarkia to pick the best classification type for your brand. But don't worry if you have to go more specific. You know, the best one is online retail sales. All online retail sales your trademark will cover. Not always is that one available, or it's really expensive sometimes. So it's okay if you have to go more specific. For example, if I'm selling glass storage jars, it's okay if you have to do glass storage jars for kitchen as your trademark classification type. What's nice about Amazon is once you file this one trademark, doesn't matter what classification type, once you file this one time, you're going to get approved for brand registry, but you're going to be able to use your brand in any category that you want to sell in, and you won't have to file a new trademark. If, for example, your first product is in home and kitchen, but your next product is in patio, lawn, and garden, you can still use your brand name. You still get access to all the amazing tools that Amazon gives registered brands. All right, now that you've got Amazon brand registry, what do I recommend as some of the first tools and resources you should take advantage of? Well, right out of the gate, if you are a brand new product, recently launched with under 30 reviews, or you're about to launch the product, I recommend the Vine program. As soon as you launch the product, go ahead and enroll your ASIN in the Vine program. There's different tiers. I think you can do 5 to 10 reviews for like $75. You can do 10 to 20 reviews for $100, or you can do all 30 Vine reviews for $200. You can choose based off how many products you want to give away, but the Vine program, guys, is really nice because that's going to get you 30 reviews or up to 30 reviews directly through Amazon. It's safe. It's through Amazon's Vine reviewer customers that are Vine reviewers. So yes, you have to give away 30 products for free, but reviews are critical. If you don't have any reviews or very little the first month after you launch, you really won't start making very many sales until you've got over that kind of 10 to 30 review mark. And so paying the $200 for the Vine program is crucial. I recommend that for new product launches. All right, next you're going to be able to upload A+ content. What is A+ content? A+ content is this beautiful 5 basic modules. You'll have access to 5 modules in your product description. These are these really nice sections down in the product description. Nice full page or almost full page pictures image sections with text underneath, or a comparison, 4 images with text underneath each image. There's all different module types you'll be able to see when you're setting up your A+ content. but you'll have access to A+ content, which you can help expand further on your brand and your product's features, okay? You're also going to be able to add a video to your listing without any issues. You'll be able to upload video to your listing. You'll also be able to use a video for sponsored brand ads. You'll have access now not only to run sponsored product PPC campaigns, the normal, auto, and manual campaign, keyword, and product targeting campaigns. You'll also have access to, with Brand Registry, sponsored brand ads, which includes product collection ads. Those are the headline ads at the top, your top 3 ASINs. You have to have 3 ASINs, or video ads. You can run video ads with just one product. Those are sponsored brand ads. And you'll have access to sponsored display ads, okay? Really helpful for targeting competitor ASINs that convert well there. So you'll have access to different types of PPC campaigns. You'll also have access to set up your own storefront page once you have 3 ASINs, or you can just set up your own storefront page. This is like your own mini website right on Amazon just for your brand. You'll be able to use Amazon Posts. Amazon Posts is a free kind of Instagram layout where customers on Amazon will see a feed from your brand, different products you're highlighting. This is free to use. It's a free advertising tool called Amazon Posts. And then one of the most important ones that I like to use when I'm doing work or partnerships with influencers or any off Amazon external marketing and advertising, such as on Instagram or Facebook, and influencer partnerships, is you're going to be able to use the brand referral program. You'll get a special link that you'll use off Amazon, and any customers and sales that you drive to Amazon that purchase your product, you'll get a commission back, roughly 10% back in commission fees by using the brand referral program. Those are just some of the main tools, guys, that you'll get access to. There's other ones like, deals and lightning deals and other things you'll get access to being a registered brand, but those are the main ones. Okay, that's going to wrap up going over a tutorial for Amazon brand approval, brand registry. I hope you found this video valuable. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.